Hey guys, Oscar Combs here with another management system tip. Hey, today we're going to talk about, are auditors' recommendations, are they requirements? You guys know what I'm talking about. Auditors coming to your company, presenting all of their recommendations as you shall do this and these are requirements. So we're going to talk about that today and maybe give you some ways to distinguish. But before we get into that, I want to briefly introduce myself. I'm Oscar Combs, Senior Consultant here at the ISO 9001 Group. Hey guys, I have over 26 years of doing consulting, auditing, and training, helping organizations just like yours improve your operations and reduce their risk through their management systems, through the processes, through your procedures. Hey guys, I get to work with a lot of great organizations, large, medium, and small, it doesn't matter. My passion is on helping you improve your organization. Our organization, the ISO 9001 Group, we're headquartered right here in Houston, but we have 5 regional offices throughout the United States, and we also are able to support organizations that are international as well. We have over 30 consultants. They have about 25 years of experience on average. Our organization is also ISO 9001 certified. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. So that tells you that you can trust the ISO 9001 Group with your management system needs. So hey guys, let's get into our auditors' recommendations. Are they really requirements? All right, so when auditors come into your organization, the first thing that you have to realize is that they're bringing their own experience and their own personal, key word here guys, personal perspectives. Personal perspectives. Meaning that this is what, these are sometimes their opinions on how to meet the requirement. This is maybe what they've seen work in a certain industry, certain companies. They could even be sharing recommendations from things that they've seen from auditing a lot of different companies. I'm not saying that their recommendations should not be considered, but a recommendation is not a requirement. So auditors' recommendations may be acceptable, but that's up to your organization to decide, not for that auditor to say, you know, you have to do this way, or the standard says you shall do it this way. Sometimes when an auditor says, well, the standard says you shall do it this way, what I like to do is pull out the standard and, okay, well, let's read that together. And Mr. Auditor or Mrs. Auditor, if you could show me where the standard says I shall do it this way, I would greatly appreciate it. Which kind of speaks to my next point, is that we need to, if we're going to challenge an auditor's recommendation, just do it respectfully. That's the key thing here, guys. You know, you guys have the authority, the freedom to meet requirements the way that your organization needs to meet requirements, not how someone else coming outside of your organization is recommending that you meet the requirement, or how you shall meet the requirement. You have to really focus on the standard. What does the standard say? Does the standard say I need to do it? First off, does the standard say that I need to do it? If it says you shall do this, well, that makes it a requirement, but standards very rarely tell us how to meet a requirement. They often leave that up to the organization to decide. The how, the standard will tell you what you shall do. They leave it up to you to say how you shall do it. Now there are some very technical standards that drill down and say you shall do it this way. Well, that's the case, so be it. That becomes a requirement and not a recommendation. All right, so if your organization is taking recommendations from Auditor A, and then Auditor B comes in, gives you another recommendation. Auditor C comes in, another recommendation. Sometimes on the same thing. So your company is kind of doing this number. Every time an auditor comes into your organization, we're zigzagging. And that's not an efficient way or effective way to run your business. So what we have to do is look at the standard. Your organization can decide on how you can meet that requirement, can decide on the resources to meet that requirement, what you need to meet that requirement. If the auditors come in and they make a recommendation, and their recommendation is something that you agree with, then you can accept it. But an auditor's recommendation, guys, is very important. It's not a requirement. It's just something for you to consider. Well, hey guys, I definitely hope you found some value in this management system tip. I would ask for you to leave a comment on what are some auditors' recommendations that you've heard in your company or just in your experience that you didn't agree with, but the auditor tried to present their recommendation as a requirement. Or maybe there's been an instance where you were able to challenge, let's say respectfully challenge, and show the auditor that, no, this is your recommendation, but as we read here in the standard, it doesn't actually say that. I'd be very interested, and I'm sure everybody else would be, in hearing your story. Hey guys, I also ask that you like and share this video, and also take a moment to follow the ISO 9001 group on your favorite social media. Oscar Combs here with the ISO 9001 group, helping organizations improve their operations and reduce their risk. Talk to you soon now. Bye-bye.